Alright, this is Frank. License plate 9 Victor Sam George 433. Frank is gang stalking where he works. I just want to be clear, gang stalking at a place of employment is a means of systematically targeting and furtherance of murder with the state, which is the basis for federal prison, a mandate for federal prison. Frank is here regularly gang stalking, and he is with the City of Ontario that's engaging what is seeking to break into the bathroom where they are both gang stalking and then seeking to access the restroom as though you know someone is not already occupying it, and you are aware that I'm occupying it, and you're monitoring me in the bathroom. You're also doing so while my genitalia is exposed. Frank is now engaged in criminal summoning. Frank represents the entity because they're all engaging in that together. And as you'll pay attention to my documentation, the city that's engaging what is monitoring, pacing and engineer light, the entity's engaging in this while the fake sun is setting at the Ovid Family Community Library where Alexander Grigg is gang stalking with American Medical Response in the same way that Frank is, okay? Erica is engaging with the pattern of conduct. She's monitoring me inside at the register, and they're monitoring together. That's audible activity, light activity, relevant positioning, okay? And this is the P.O.C. Where American Medical Response is not engaged in ambulatory services, they're engaged in state surveillance. This is the basis to remove the mayor. This is my ability to affect light activity underneath the covered structure. It's impossible. This is relevant to the illusion of privacy, the illusion of ignorance about who's in the bathroom, the illusion of engaging in what is being around people that don't know who you are. They're monitoring. His shadows are telling you that. Okay, they're walking in engineer light. Pay attention. The P.O.C., their shadows are moving across the wall, and their shadows are on the ground. Two distinct shadows. All right, this is the pattern of conduct. And this is where the entities engage in all manner of monitoring. The light activity is relevant to the Ontario International Airport. That is indeed stalking again. Like I'm showing you at the Ovid Family Community Library, where this entity that reeks of urine, asking me questions about whether I'm filming you, and whether I am, that's exactly what you're going to do as the feds are going to prosecute. When you're engaging in terrorism with that light activity, you're stalking me, and you're monitoring, and you're asking me questions in the shoes of the state, engaging in criminal monitoring and furtherance of my murder, and asking me a question that you know the answer to. You're going to be diagnosed with regard to severe mental instability, malicious conduct that is an unlawful threat posed by the government. That's engaging in this manner of psychopathic behavior. This is relevant to the light activity, and this is where the airport is stalking. This is where American Medical Response is sounding sirens. This is where that reek of urine are again stalking in planes and ambulances, police vehicles, fire trucks, and helicopters. Those are the demons. I just want to be last night. It's my vagina that's dictating the aerial traffic, the air traffic. And that's because the state of California is a sex offender. Okay? And so is Stater Brothers. Alrighty, they are using the alarm system as a means of monitoring. They're doing so a criminal cooperative effort with the City of Ontario. They're engaging in surveillance in the parking lot just like this. And just like that, that's surveillance too while they're in motion, but this is surveillance while they're in relevant position. Demons are trying to break into the bathroom. The demons are flying over the parking lot. The demons are engaged in criminal surveillance with regard to criminal summoning. They're walking like psychopaths in engineer light, and you're monitoring AVHC 981. You're monitoring 8WAT 062. You're monitoring as Omnitrans on the roads and the highways making money. This is the prosecution of the state. The entity that smells of urine is highly unintelligent and is woefully unprepared with regard to a federal RICO case regarding every single last business, not just in the state of California, but on the venue of the internet, okay, with regard to federal stalking, violating my privacy rights. The inhumanity behind the sexual violence of the entity. It's an unprecedented basis of damages, and it is a basis of federal prison as well because it's criminal activity in furtherance of murder. No ordinary sex offender. This is P.O.C. Where the entity is stalking by the Ontario International Airport, that entity is engaging in what is gang stalking. All right, this is P.O.C. It is currently 7:55 a.m.